We are now live on our YouTube channel as well. Viewers can now, I think we are now audible and all can view us easily.
Yes, sir. Everything is perfect.
I guess we should start it right away now.
Yes.
Yeah, and sir, the link which we have you have the
viewers can now
put it in
I
the
think we are
description,
now audible and all can view us
channel?
easily. Yes, it is now added and it is also pinned.
Okay, sure, not a problem. Then we can start, I think. Yeah.
So I will start with a brief introduction of myself and then about Edify and then Dr. Akram and about academically in. So myself, 𝗔𝗰𝗱𝗶𝗶𝗵, and I am founder and CEO of Edify Group of Companies. I will later tell audience that what we are doing here in Pakistan. Firstly, I would like to introduce my host, my guest, Dr. Akram Ahmed, who is a founder and CEO of Australian-based firm, which is academically in, a very renowned doctor. He's holding a doctorate degree of pharmacy and a very well-known visionary person in Australia.
So everything is perfect.
Helping students to study their healthcare professions and helping students. I guess we should start it right away now. Prepare and have skills.
Yeah, and sir,
professional
the link which we have.
They are running.
They
have established their this organization academically in Australia. The basic purpose of this firm is to provide training, skill set, and all the requirements that a particular person needs to fulfill to pass on a particular exam, such as pharmacy exam or any other exam. They are providing services, and Dr. Akram, who is leading this organization, have years of experience in teaching in many universities and institutes. And I would really appreciate Dr. Akram, that who is helping students in this stream, where we find very less opportunities, very less academics that provide assistance to migrants that are looking to study, to migrate in other countries, especially in Australia. So Dr. Akram is doing very professional and very admirable job being leading this organization. So I would request Dr. Akram as well to have a briefly introduction of yourself for our audience and viewers.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Dean. This is Dr. Akram here. So I have basically my bachelor degree, master's, and PhD, and I have a teaching experience in India, Malaysia, and Australia. So around last 11 years, I am teaching for students, and last 5 years, I am basically involving helping the students and professionals, especially the medical professionals, to migrate to Australia and New Zealand. So if you want to migrate to one country to another country, you need to write the exam, you need to pass the exam. So academically will help you to complete this exam. You can pass the exam from your home country, and Edify can help you, your visa filing. So easily you can migrate from from Pakistan to Australia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Basically, before I start talking about the academically in and pharmacy exam preparation that Dr. Akram and his team is providing, I would like to briefly tell the procedures to our audience that whenever there is a professional occupation is discussed, whenever you are changing a territory of the country where you have studied and you are now planning to move another country where there is a licensing involved, there will always be a procedure, there will always be an exam, there will always be a body that will regulate you. This is not possible for any professional. For instance, I am a lawyer or I am a architect. If I want to move to another country, they have to vet my qualification, they have to vet my knowledge, they have to vet my experience before giving me the license. So all professions, either medical professions or any other profession where a license is involved, a particular person has to follow the certain standards and certain criteria to get the license. Either it is Australia, either it is USA, either it is Canada, either it is UK, or even if an Australian national coming to Pakistan to practice pharmacy in Pakistan, he or she has also should go through the streamlined procedure in order to get the license in Pakistan. So where the jurisdictions are apart, where jurisdiction is changed, you have to go through a license. You have to go through a process. And when it comes to a license, when it comes to procedure, there is always an exam that is involved in a particular profession. If you are a doctor, you have to give your exam of AMC, because we are focusing on Australia, so I will use the terminology of Australia most of the time. If you are planning to start your practice as a lawyer in Canada, in Australia, you have to go through the bar exams and you have to prepare for exams. And similarly, if you are planning to migrate to Australia for a medical profession, especially if you are planning for a pharmacy, you are a pharmacist in Pakistan, and you have to, you are planning to go Australia, there will be an exam, there will be a procedure. And academically in, my friend Dr. 𝗘𝗃𝗯𝗆, who's leading the academically in, basically comes in this step that they are here to help you that how you can pass the exam. They have years of experience to train students that what they're gonna face in the exams, either that is MCQs based, either that is theoretical exam or viva or any other thing. They have years of experience that how a particular student migrating to Australia from XYZ country, having his degree from that particular country, how can he or she prepare for that exam required to pass in order to eligible to get migration in Australia. Dr. 𝗘𝗃𝗯𝗆 will assist them to pass the exam. So there are certain healthcare professions, usually students opt to migrate, like pharmacists, medical doctors, laboratory technicians, lab scientists, physiotherapists, dentists, and nurses. There are a lot of other exams. The main purpose of this exam is to check the knowledge and the information of a particular person before giving him a license of a particular profession. If I go to Australia and ask them that please give me license, I want to practice here as a pharmacist, obviously they will refuse me that what knowledge you have in of pharmacy or medical profession that we are supposed to give you a license. Obviously I have to appear in a particular exam to prove myself that I have a particular knowledge and I am eligible to get the license. And that particular exam for the pharmacist is known as CAPS, Knowledge Assessment Preparation for the pharmacist. So academically in, basically providing services to those aspirants who are looking to migrate Australia for as a pharmacist or any other profession that falls under their domain. So they provide their assistance. So I will ask some questions from Dr. 𝗘𝗃𝗯𝗆 for our students and viewers, so they can get better understanding of the procedure and how it works and how this exam will benefit them, and what is the basic requirement of this exam, and is this exam is mandatory, what is the cost associated with this exam, and all other questions that I'm receiving frequently from our students and viewers over the YouTube and multiple channels. So Dr. 𝗘𝗃𝗯𝗆, my first question is that you know that there are many streams in Australia under which a particular candidate can apply. So there is not only a retail pharmacist, there is also industrial pharmacist available in Australia, and there are many professions where you do not have to pass the 𝗘𝗲𝗃𝗃 exam, the exam required for the retail pharmacist. So what is the difference between retail pharmacist and industrial pharmacist and any other pharmacist category?
So basically, if you are planning to migrate to Australia, so you have there is a 3 kind of visa you can apply. First, that you can apply as a pharmacist. Pharmacist means you are a registered pharmacist with the Australian Pharmacy Council. Then you can migrate, like you can work in retail pharmacy, or you want to work in hospital pharmacy. Then you need to write the 𝗘𝗃𝗃 exam and come to Australia on permanent visa. And 90% jobs available in Australia in retail pharmacy, in hospital only. Okay. Then rest of the 10% jobs are available maybe for industrial pharmacists. So if you completed your bachelor degree, and if you have minimum 1 year of experience, working experience in manufacturing side, you are in any production manager, a production in executive, or maybe you are in a QA, QC. In that case, you can apply industrial pharmacist, but might be very difficult to get a job. So getting a job is very, very easy if you can just pass the exam. In our academy, so many students, they have several years work experience in industry. When they migrate to Australia, it's difficult to find a job. So now they are writing the exam, 𝗘𝗃𝗃 exam. And this exam is a very, very easy exam. Like 100% you will pass if you join academically and follow our instruction. So, and another is that you can apply also pharmacy technician. You can apply as an industrial pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, or retail pharmacist. Hospital and retail pharmacists need to write the exam, 𝗘𝗃𝗃 plus English. But if you want to apply only industrial pharmacist, no need to write 𝗘𝗃𝗃 exam, only English test you can pass, PTE or IELTS, and then you can apply. And next is the pharmacy technician. Someone did diploma in pharmacy and bachelor degree, and they are working as a technician. They are not a pharmacist. They are assisting to pharmacists. So many diploma holders work, for example, Pakistani or Indian guys, they are working in Dubai or Saudi Arabia as a pharmacy technician. Maybe you are working in your home country. You are not a pharmacist. Okay, still you can migrate as a pharmacy technician. So in that case also, you no need to write this pharmacy exam or 𝗘𝗃𝗃 exam. You can migrate as a pharmacy technician. So this is the main difference. You have to work in industry, no need to write exam. But if you want to practice, want to work in hospital pharmacy or retail pharmacy, want to work as a clinical pharmacist, hospital pharmacist, retail pharmacist, community pharmacist, in that case, you need to write the exam, 𝗘𝗃𝗃 exam. The full form is the Knowledge Assessment of Pharmaceutical Sciences. So they just want to check your knowledge in pharmaceutical sciences, and 50% marks you need to score. So this is very, very easy exam. Anyone can pass the exam if you are registered pharmacist in the home country. I think this is the answer for you. Yes.
I would like to add one more thing in this answer. Being an immigration consultant, I believe that the threshold score that requires to get an ITA is less in retail pharmacist and hospital pharmacist as compared to industrial pharmacist and pharmacist technician. There are more chances to get invitation to apply when you are applying.
Low score, low points. For example, our several students got the invitation 50 point. 50 point means 50 plus 15 from state sponsorship for 491 visa. So this is like a minimum point. But if you are like an industrial pharmacist, you might not get. You need high points. So if you want to get invitation at the lowest point, go for the exam, and definitely you can get it. Even if you have like age, for example, your age like very high, 40, 38, 39, 40 plus, and you have a low points, and you are struggling to get invitation. So definitely you can go and pass the exam. More chance to get job, more chance to get the visa.
So this exam will basically provide you an extra numbers and edge that you can get the invitation to apply when you are competing with other candidates in the pool. So my next question is, as you mentioned earlier, that the exam is so easy and it is very easy to pass. So the next question is, how many months of preparation is enough for an average student to clear the exam? Based on your previous answer that the exam is very easy. So why one needs to appear in the exam? Why one needs to prepare for the exam? And if one needs to appear in the prepare for the exam, so how many months of preparation is required?
So basically, if you gone, because in Pakistan, pharmacy degree is a 5-year bachelor degree, right? In India also we have 5 to 6 years pharmacy degree. So pharmacists, you are taking around 5 to 6 years to become a pharmacist in your home country. But here we provide basically a short course. We are here to help you to pass the exam. We are not going to again to teach you about the pharmacy. You're already a pharmacist, right? You just need a right guidance, right content. You can just study the content and can pass the exam. So we provide 3-month live classes for this CAPS exam plus 1 month we provide the revision. So total 4 months we provide. So anyone is just an average student can pass the degree in your home country. You can pass this pharmacy exam. CAPS exam is very, very easy. So you can consider this exam, it's just they will give you 100 questions and there is a time for you 2 hours. Okay. In this 2 hours, you need to score 50%. If you correct 50 questions out of 100, you pass the exam. And there is no negative marking. So even if you do not know the answer, correct answer, you just need to guess the answer. Okay. So this is very, very easy. In our previous batches, in our last exam, 93% students passed in their exam this in first attempt. Okay. So last time 60 students passed the exam, 56 of them passed in first attempt. So if you can give me 3 hours per day, 3 to 4 hours per day for 90 days, definitely you can pass this exam in your first attempt. I think this is your answer.
It seems very easy to me, Dr. Saab, as I know many students study 10 to 14 hours for CSS and comparative examination in Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh as well. So studying 3 to 4 hours when you are focusing your future, when you are focusing for a country, your dream country. So I don't think so that it is a difficult exam to appear on. Obviously, they will ask you about the studies you already have studied in your 5 years of degree program. So they will not ask you any question apart from the your pharmacy knowledge. This is what you already have studied, and your course, I know your course, I have studied your course, I have gone through your course. I know your course is very professionally designed and highly recommended when it comes to the CAPS preparation, as you already have years of experience in this industry. So you already mentioned, you already answered my next question, which was, what are the chances what are the chances of passing the CAPS exam? And you mentioned that 93% of students in your last batch has cleared the CAPS exam, and we personally have experience of recommending students to academically in. I would like to tell our viewers that Edify Group and academically in joins their hand and partnership for the students appearing in CAPS exam, which is a required exam for the for the pharmacists looking to migrate to Australia. And we at Edify Group endorse academically in. We have personal experience with them, and we can assure you that once you go through their course, once you go through their the design curriculum, you will definitely pass your exam, and their success ratio is answer to your all questions, which is 93%. The next question from my side is that, is there any quota? Sorry, what are the chances once they had? The question is, Dr. Saab, that if a student has passed the CAPS exam, He has paid the initial assessment fee. He has paid your academically in fees. What are the chances that student will get invitation to apply?
Actually, in my last 6 years experience, not a single pharmacist I know, he or she passed the exam and getting any difficult to getting a job and getting a visa. So this question very easily asked me a lot of, especially Pakistani students, they think that I'm from Pakistani, can they will issue a visa? And sometimes they say it's taking a visa like it may take like 3 years, 4 years. So this is not like this. We have a student called Ahmed. He's our student from Pakistan. He was the first student from Pakistan from academically. So he passed the exam. Right now, he's working in one of the state called Victoria. He got 491 visa invitation. He already working there, and he got 3-year living space. Basically, they give him the home accommodation of cost for 3 years. So whatever he's earning, he's just saving the money. So I don't know anyone pass the exam and not finding a difficulty getting a job and visa. All the students are getting a visa very low cost. I mean low point, 50 points, 55 points, and so basically here is you can imagine that in Pakistan how many pharmacy colleges at present it might be 100 college pharmacy. In India we have around 6,000 pharmacy colleges right now running. In Australia only 8 pharmacy college they are running currently. So they need pharmacists from overseas, qualified pharmacists, at least 2,000 to 3,000 per year they need to cater their needs. So they follow WHO formula, like 1,000 population, how many pharmacists, how many doctors, how many nurses they need. Okay, so they need a lot of healthcare professionals from overseas. So once you pass, I can see like definitely you will get the visa. Your age must be below 44 years of age before you start the process. Out of 45 years, there is no visa, especially this PR visa, 49119. If you are in that range, and if you are score 50 plus your points, definitely you will get the visa. I have a lot of students in our previous. One student is I can say like 𝗔𝗀𝗀𝗶𝗰𝗴. His age is 42 years age. He's working in Oman. He's an Indian pharmacist. He passed the exam in our last year. He got the invitation already. So invitation is getting like within 4 days, students are getting a lot of students got the invitation from Victoria. Okay, so getting an invitation is very, very easy. Definitely within 30 days you will get invited if you are a pharmacist. So far, this is our experience. In future, if they change something, we are not commenting in this future. But so far, all the students are getting the visa, invitation, and getting the jobs.
I would second your answer, Doctor. As I frequently update myself from the news in Australia,
Yes,
so I know that they are now running shortage, having shortage of human resource in Australia, in particular for the medical professions, uh, doctors, nurses, pharmacists. Not even Australia, all the developed countries, Canada, USA, UK, Australia, New Zealand, they all are facing human resource issues because they are developed countries. They have resources, but they lack in manpower, which is usually filled by Pakistan, India, Nepal, Bangladesh. The countries those are enriched in human resource. And as per the WHO requirement and all the international bodies, they have to manage the number games. For a certain population, they have to provide a pharmacist, they have to provide a doctor. So unlike Pakistan, the developing countries, we do not bother about the numbers. I don't know the exact figures of pharmacists available in Pakistan, but we developing countries are not bother of these numbers, but developed countries are curious and they are concerned about their population, their people, and they have to provide a certain pharmacist for a certain number of population. And you are right that I also never heard any person pass the CAPS exam and staying in Pakistan. So the next question is, there are multiple states in Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, Western Australia. So is there any quota that is specified for a particular state, any quota system defined for the pharmacist in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, this is, right now, the visa, basically, as you know, in Australia, we have a 5 state and 2 union territories, right? So visa for pharmacists not just in general, I mean, just a healthcare professional. We are talking about, we help basically for dentists, we help for medical doctors, we help for pharmacists, lab technicians, nurses. So we help for everyone. We are not just here for pharmacists. So, but here the Victoria is #1. Last year they gave the visa. I think I can say from academically, those are passed. I think 70% got the invitation only from Victoria. Okay. Many of them they got from Western Australia and South Australia as well. And this New South Wales give little bit low visa. I know as they are, but the other states are giving a lot of visa. So visa mostly, and I'm assuming that is going to open for Victoria again because they recently closed. Because every year from 1st July they start giving in a new year new quota, and they are closed like end of the year in June. तो वीजा का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बहुत सारे स्टेट में अभी कोई भी बच्चा अगर फाइल कर रहा है जो है अपना EOI, उसको वीजा मिल जा रही है. उसको बेसिकली EOI मिल रही है विक्टोरिया से, साउथ ऑस्ट्रेलिया से, वेस्टर्न ऑस्ट्रेलिया से, तस्मानिया एंड कैनबरा, बहुत सारे वीजा जो है मिल रहे हैं. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट में से पूछते हैं कि कौन सा स्टेट बेस्ट है फॉर मी ना. तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में क्या होता है कि ऑलरेडी यहाँ पर जो बॉडी है इन्होंने फिक्स किया हुआ है सैलरी. ठीक है, तो ऑलरेडी जो मिनिमम जो सैलरी है वो फिक्स है. उससे कम कोई भी स्टेट आपको नहीं देगा. आपको कहीं पर भी अगर वीजा मिल रहा है आप बस आ जाइए, है ना. ऑस्ट्रेलिया इज वेरी सेफ कंट्री. You will definitely got the job. Yes, job opportunities are available mostly in the regional areas. Okay, and you can migrate Australia with your family, with your wife, your kids. Easily you can manage. All those things. So I don't think so. Is there any issue? This state is better. This state is superior. And so salary will be the same, and a lot of visas available. So you can just when you are filing EOI, basically you have to file for five states, right? And then the state has to decide, has to give you the EOI. So nowadays a lot of states are giving the visa. Yes.
Yes, I guess you are right that, and I also believe that living in a regional area is far more better than living in a suburb area.
Because why we are moving from Pakistan or India? We want the more money, right? We want to save the money.
Yes.
So if you are going in regional area, like we are in Sydney, my office in Sydney academically. So Sydney में अगर आपको घर चाहिए तो you have to pay around $500 to $3,000 per month, around for a house, 3-bedroom house, right? Same house if you are going in regional area might be 1,200, 1,500, बहुत बड़ा आपको हाउस मिल जाएगा. इवन देयर इज ए चांस कि कंपनी आपको स्पॉन्सर कर दे, वो जो है फ्री आपको हाउस मिल सकता है, जैसे कि अहमद को मिला हुआ है. ठीक है, तो ऐसे तो फिर जितने भी पैसे मिलेंगे वो जो आपकी सेविंग होगी, और आपके जो किड्स हैं, जो फैमिली या मेंबर्स हैं, उनको फुल वर्क राइट है. वाइफ को जो है आप जॉब कर सकती हैं वो, और आपके जो बच्चे हैं, जो किड्स हैं, उनको एजुकेशन फ्री होती है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, है ना. तो रीजनल एरिया में बहुत सारे एडवांटेजेस हैं आपको मूव करने के लिए. इनिशियल डेज में आपको वो बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे नहीं चाहिए आपको मूव करने के लिए. ये आफ्टर फ्यू इयर्स यू फील यू वांट टू गो टू मूव अदर सिटी लाइक सिडनी एंड मेलबर्न, यू कैन. Yes, Azim.
Yes, I understand, and that's why I was saying that if I ever get a chance to move Australia, I would definitely prefer the regional area, because it's far better than the hustle bustle of suburbs area, and very you can get you have your peace of mind, and everything is in your access. You do not have to travel a lot. So that is also preference of every individual, but I personally recommend the regional area. And these days I don't think so that regional areas are now no more regional now.
Yes.
Perth is regional, but it is full of accommodation at the moment. So I guess the regional area is far better than any suburb area. So the next question is, you already have mentioned the ideal state to target is Victoria and any other regional area where the demand of pharmacy is more than in other state. So, but then the next question is, how many dates are available of CAPS exam in a year in Pakistan?
Yes. So basically, this is the good news. Pakistan have now 2 centers. Earlier it was only 1 center. Okay. So most students are writing the exam in Pakistan, so they give 1 additional center in Pakistan. So this exam you can write in your home country, right? So they conduct yearly 3 times: March, July, and November. Every year they conduct this exam 3 times.
Can you please repeat it? March, July, and November.
Yes.
So there are 3 dates, 3 dates available in a year in which a student can appear. So it is basically like a quarter-based dates available. After every 3 months, you have a date available, so you can easily appear in the exam whenever you have time and whenever you have your preparations. And Doctor, in your preparation, in your course, do you also have the past exams, the past papers that have been
Basically, yes.
conducted?
हम लोग क्या करते हैं बेसिकली, हमारा जो सिलेबस है वो बेस्ड ऑन लास्ट 15 इयर्स क्वेश्चन पेपर्स, ठीक है। जो क्वेश्चन पेपर 15 साल में जो पूछे गए उसी की बेस पे हमने आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस उसको लगा के हमने एक ऐसा सिलेबस बनाया हुआ है। हमारे क्वेश्चन से ही बेसिकली अप टू 95% 90% क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं हर एक एग्जाम में अभी तक का, यही इसीलिए बच्चे सारे बच्चे हमारे जो है पास करते हैं, ठीक है। तो हम लोग क्या करते हैं कि हम फर्स्ट आपको बेसिक से लेके, वेदर यू हैव 10 ईयर एक्सपीरियंस, आप सारा भूल चुके हो, आपको गैप है बहुत लॉन्ग, तो हम लोग बेसिक से स्टार्ट करते हैं, आपको पहले पढ़ाते हैं उस टॉपिक के बारे में। फॉर एग्जांपल कार्डियोवास्कुलर सिस्टम या गैस्ट्रो सिस्टम, जीआईटी और रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम, ठीक है। पहले हम उसका जो है पैथोफिजियोलॉजी पढ़ाएंगे आपको, जो है उस सिस्टम का, फिर उस सिस्टम में कौन कौन सी डिजीज होती हैं, उसका क्या मैनेजमेंट होता है, ये सब पढ़ाएंगे। और फिर लास्ट 15 ईयर्स में कौन कौन से क्वेश्चन कौन कौन सी ईयर में पूछे गए उस पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक से, वो हमारा लेक्चर आपका डिस्कशन करेगा, ठीक है। और उसके बाद में फिर हम इस टॉपिक पे, जैसे कि आपने रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम का टॉपिक पढ़ा, इस सिस्टम का हम आपको एक मॉक टेस्ट भी लेंगे इंडिविजुअल, ठीक है। तो हम ऐसे आपको प्रिपेयर कर देते हैं कि कहीं से भी वो क्वेश्चन करे रेस्पिरेटरी सिस्टम से कि यू आर एबल टू आंसर, ठीक है। और इसके बाद में हम लोग बहुत सारा लास्ट में जो एक मॉक कराते हैं, रियल लाइफ मॉक। फॉर एग्जाम्पल 2 घंटे का टाइम होगा, 100 क्वेश्चन होंगे, जैसे आप एग्जाम में बैठते हैं सेम बहुत सारे हम लोग क्वेश्चन हैं। तो हमारे पास अराउंड 1500 to 2000 क्वेश्चन पेपर्स हैं जिसका हम आपको प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं, जो बहुत सारे ईयर्स में पूछे गए। हम न्यू क्वेश्चन तो उसमें ऐड करते रहते हैं कि लास्ट ये क्वेश्चन पूछा है तो इस बार ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है ना। तो आपको जस्ट बेसिकली जो भी हम पढ़ाएंगे उसको रिविजन करना है। दिस इज एकेडमिकली जॉब टू टू हेल्प यू टू पास एग्जाम। तो जितना भी क्वेश्चन कहीं से भी पूछ सकता है, हमारे पूरा टीम है 8 लोगों का, वो इसी पे लगा रहता है 24/7 इस एग्जाम के ऊपर, कि एग्जाम में प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन क्या पूछा था, कि मार्च में क्या आया था, जुलाई में क्या आया था, नवंबर में आप क्या पूछ सकता है ना। तो हम लोग पहले से गैस करके रखते हैं और फिर बच्चों को हम पूरा जो है उसी अकॉर्डिंग उनको प्रिपेयर करते हैं जब वो एग्जाम में जाते हैं।
That's very professional. That's very professional. That's why we endorse academically in that they are very professional in their job and they have years of experience to assist to helping students to pass their CAPS or any other medical exam in order to migrate to Australia. And I would also like to tell our viewers that there are two steps or 2 types of procedure involved in the migration to Australia. The number one is your academics and exam-based preparation that is assisted by academically endorsed by Edify Group of companies. And the second step and second procedure is regarding your documentation, your EOI, your forms filling, your selection of your NSCO code, selection of your state, and everything that involves in the application of your 491 or any other eligible stream that is being assisted by Edify Group of companies. We are one of the largest migration and study abroad group in Pakistan, and we have now joined our hands with academically in. So the basic purpose of this partnership is to provide our students a one window solution, because many applicants, many aspirants, when visit to us, they often ask us that could you please recommend any platform, could you please and recommend any academy where we can get assistance and preparation of the test. So for that purpose, we have joined our hands with academically in. You can apply directly to academically in, or if you provide our reference code from Edify Group of companies, you will also get a discount. I will ask my team to share that discount and information over the social media as well, so you can get benefit of that discount. It is very kind of Dr. Ikram who has agreed on the discount when the student is referred from the Edify Group of companies. So, Dr. Akram, I now have all my questions done that we have received from different students. Is there any other thing that you would like to share with our audience, our viewers, or the upcoming aspirants and application? Any insight, any professional tip, any? I would love to. I would like to ask you that kindly give our audience, kindly give our aspirants a tip that they can uh, get benefit of, if you like to share any insight that they cannot find over the social media or over the internet, that you have experienced in your last 6 years.
Yeah. Thank you so much. So basically, there are so many students from Pakistan. They also ask us, sir, is there any office in Pakistan? Is there any consultancy with you? तो अभी Edify से हमारा जो है अभी कोलैबोरेशन है, तो आप इनका ऑफिस में जहाँ जहाँ भी ऑफिस है पाकिस्तान में आप लोग जा सकते हैं. तो एकेडमिकली पूरा आपको हेल्प करेगा बेसिकली, कि आपको जो है Edify के ऑफिस में जाना है, या आप फोन कर सकते हो डायरेक्टली, है ना. आप फार्मासिस्ट हैं, फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट हैं, डॉक्टर हैं, नर्स हैं, कोई भी हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल है, आपको अगर माइग्रेशन करना है तो हम पूरा प्रोसेस आपको कंप्लीट कराएंगे ताकि आप इजीली ऑस्ट्रेलिया माइग्रेशन कर सकें. ठीक है. तो बहुत सारे पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट बेसिकली ये ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन करते थे कि सर कोई आपका रिप्रेजेंटेटिव है पाकिस्तान में या कोई कंपनी से आपका टाई अप है ना, तो आप डायरेक्टली जो आप Edify के पास में आप लोग जा सकते हैं. और यस, वो डिस्काउंट वाली अगर आप बताएंगे कि आप Edify के थ्रू आए, डेफिनेटली वो आपको डिस्काउंट भी मिलेगा. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट बेसिकली मैं बोलना चाहूँगा लास्ट में कि वो स्टेप नहीं ले पाते हैं, जस्ट सोचते रहते हैं कि सर मेरे को यूएस जाना है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है, कनाडा जाना है. ठीक है. बेसिकली नो रिस्क नो गेन. तो आपको रिस्क बेसिकली इधर नो रिस्क मैं कहूँगा कि मेरे सामने लाइफ में कोई ऐसा बंदा है नहीं जिसने एग्जाम पास किया वो आया नहीं हो. ठीक है. कोई ऐसा रिस्क नहीं है कि आप बहुत बड़ा कोई रिस्क ले लो. ठीक है. आपको डिसाइड करना है कि आपको ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाना है, तो डेफिनेटली आप Edify से कॉन्टेक्ट कीजिए, एकेडमिक से कॉन्टेक्ट कीजिए और आप अपना प्रोसेस को स्टार्ट कीजिए. और अभी क्या है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में गवर्नमेंट चेंज चल रही है वहाँ पर, तो वीज़ा बहुत ही फास्ट मिल रहा है. अगर मैं बात करूँ कि फार्मासिस्ट की वर्ल्ड वाइड अभी इतना सैचुरेशन है, बहुत सारी कंट्रीज में वहाँ वीज़ा ही नहीं मिल रहा है, लोग पास नहीं कर पा रहे. हमारे पास में जो स्टूडेंट है अराउंड 50 कंट्रीज से स्टूडेंट है, इवन कनाडा से बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट ने हमको ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, यूके से ज्वाइन किया हुआ है, इटली से ज्वाइन किया हुआ है. जो लोग इंडियन पाकिस्तानी स्टूडेंट थे वहाँ पर स्टडी करने गए थे, वहाँ उनको PR नहीं मिल पा रही है या उनका रजिस्ट्रेशन नहीं हो पा रहा है. तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रजिस्ट्रेशन भी बहुत ही ईजी है. बेसिकली अगर इफ यू वांट टू माइग्रेट एनी कंट्री, तो आपको 3 इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर्स आपको जो है देखने चाहिए. तो ये कि भाई वहाँ पर कि आपको रजिस्ट्रेशन ईजी है या नहीं है. तो अगर हम कंपेयर करें इसको PEBC के कंपेरिजन में, कनाडा में PEBC का जो पासिंग मार्क्स होता है वो होता है 60%, और उनका ओवरऑल जो स्टूडेंट पास करते हैं वो करते हैं 20% ऑस्ट्रेलियन जो है कनाडा के लिए. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में वही 93% स्टूडेंट एकेडमिकली के स्टूडेंट पास करते हैं फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. कितना इजी एग्जाम है, तो बहुत ही इजी प्रोसेस है, और एक ही एग्जाम में वो भी आप अपने होम कंट्री से पास कर सकते हो. कनाडा में PEBC को पार्ट 2 के लिए आपको कनाडा में जाकर पास करना पड़ता है, और आप फेल हो गए तो आपको वापस आना पड़ जाएगा अपना होम कंट्री. ठीक है. तो ये एक मेन डिफरेंस है कि इजी प्रोसेस है रजिस्ट्रेशन का. नंबर 2, वीज़ा जो है बहुत ही इजीली मिल जा रहा है ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए, PR वीज़ा. और जो वेदर है ऑस्ट्रेलिया का वो कंपेरेटिवली ना बहुत ही अच्छा है इंडिया पाकिस्तान के जो हमारे यहाँ पर 3 जो वेदर होते हैं, ठीक है, वो उसके कंपेरिजन में बहुत अच्छा है। इट्स लाइक ठंड पड़ती रहती है कनाडा के अंदर, है ना, अगर हम कंपेयर करें। और दूसरी बात है कि यार जॉब अवेलेबल है नहीं, कि आपने पूरा प्रोसेस किया, अगर आपको जॉब ही नहीं मिली तो फिर पूरा प्रोसेस जो है आपका पूरा वेस्ट हो जाएगा, मनी और टाइम आपका। तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अभी इतनी जॉब्स अवेलेबल है, जॉब मिल रही है इजीली, तो मैं कहूँगा कि अपनी राइट टाइम में 2024 में आपको जो है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में अगर माइग्रेशन करना है तो अभी आप जो है ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं एकेडमिकली। एंड थैंक यू सो मच। अभी जो है अब तो आप लोग जो एडिफाई से डायरेक्टली कॉन्टेक्ट कर सकते हैं, आप पाकिस्तान के अंदर आप कोई भी हेल्थ प्रोफेशनल है तो ये आपको जो है पूरी सर्विस करा के, पूरा इवन वीज़ा भी आपको करा के देंगे, तो अभी आपको कोई चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं है। आप जो है
Thank you so much. I would also like to end up this meeting with my own insights and thoughts that nothing in the world comes in the plate, and nothing in the world is free of cost or comes without effort. The survival of fittest exists in the world, and you have to survive if you are fit. So everything in the world is not free. So you have to do something. You have to give your potential in order to get something. So this is what I mean to say, that if you want planning to migrate Australia, you have to go through the exam, and there is no risk involved in this process. There is no risk associated. I know many pharmacists, many professionals earning very petty amount in Pakistan, like in like $100 or $150. Even they have studied 5 years or 4 years, and they are not getting as much as they deserve. So Australia is a dream destination, is a good opportunity for all professions that Australia, that those are in demand in Australia, especially pharmacists and all other medical professions, as they are now facing severe shortage of nurses and pharmacists. And we do endorse academically in, they are one of the most professionals CAPS examination and medical examination provider, test preparation provider in Australia, based in Australia, and they have years of experience. They have 94%, more than 94% of passing ratio of the exam. You can contact them, you can join their course. I assure you that you by studying 2 or 3 hours a day, it's not like that only paying them is guarantee of your success. You have to give your time as well. If you give your time accordingly, you will definitely pass the exam. And right after passing the exam, I assure you that Australia is waiting for you. Before the exam, you are running behind Australia, and after the exam, Australia will run behind you, because they know that you now have passed the exam, CAPS exam, and they will not at all drop you, and they will definitely call you there, because they have pharmacists and all other medical professions in demand. So I would now like to end up this meeting with a thank you note to Dr. Saab and his team, that they have provided us time and they answer all our questions. If you missed this live session, you can watch the recording and you can ask any of your question from us, from academically in. My team will share details of Edify Group and academically in, where you can ask any question for visa purposes, for assessment, and for everything. You can contact Edify Group of companies, and for preparation, guidance, CAPS exam, and all other exams that are required for a migration. You can contact academically.in. So here I would like to end this meeting, and again I would like to thanks Dr. Akram on their support, on their presence, and to answer all of our questions. I know he is very busy, but on our request he has given us very uh, precious time of his, and I will really appreciate his time and efforts of his team.
okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. I am signing off. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
इसको शेयर कर देना.